neighbors. I wanted to show you what we're starting with this morning. This is a big old bowl of flower seeds, and they come from my seeds I saved from last year. So I dried these from last year, and all you have to do is the seeds just come off. So I've been sitting here working on that because I've got a 100-foot row beside my sorghum to plant, and the reason I do that is I am inviting some native bugs like ladybugs that eat aphids. And if I've got them what they need there, they come on in, and I don't have that much problem with aphids. So, but I wanted to show you the cheap and easy way. This is a 100-foot row, so if you had to go buy the flower seeds for this, and this is not the only row I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing this row, another 100-foot row, and some at my sweet potatoes. But I wanted to show you what I started with. And what I started with is these seeds from Dollar Tree. Now, when I started, it was the Dollar Tree seeds. When in the good old days, do you remember the good old days when the Dollar Tree was $1? Yeah. And these came in a box, but this is the same thing, and I'm sure it's smaller. So this is what I started out with. And what I did is I just let the flowers die down as they started dying down. As soon as they grew, I didn't wait. I waited one time to the end of the summer, and then didn't get some of the varieties. And I always go back and I buy me a couple packs of these to mix in with what I have, because sometimes they add new varieties, or I just didn't get the seeds for those varieties. Now this is a wildflower blend. They have all different kind of blends. And the only thing I worry about with these is that they are not native. It's not a native wildflower blend. But this is all I have, and this is what we're going to sow today. It is overcast this morning. They are calling for 5 days of rain, so that's why I'm out here this morning trying to get this together. The sweet potatoes that we put in the jars last week are all ready to go. They have their extra roots on them now, so I'm going to wait till it actually starts raining, because I always plant the sweet potatoes in the mud. So I'm going to let it start raining a little bit, and that's when I'm going to, probably after lunch, I'm going to plant at this row right here. I'm going to go ahead and do, and maybe half a row of these. And go ahead and see what I have on my my potatoes in the seed bed, and start some new slips. Here is the sorghum at 2 weeks old, and you can really see it coming on, and it's almost time to thin. But like I said, we've got the 5 days of rain coming in, so it's really going to grow. But that's all right. It'll make it easier to pull the weeds out and thinning. So I did get my summer kitchen all cleaned up. Got all the boxes, everything's looking good. But I need some guardians. And I'm training these 2 kittens. This is going to be their favorite place. This is where they're going to be fed. And I just gave the little one her bottle here. And this will actually be a warm place in the wintertime, because we can't let it get below freezing because of the jars. but I've never had a cat want to stay up here. So I'm going to feed these two up here and put their bed up here, so they'll think this is their own home. And where we've got glass out of the windows, I'm going to make them a little, like right there, the cords has got to go through the window anyway, so I'm going to put them a little door, so in the wintertime, once it gets cold, the cold air won't come in here and freeze them, and freeze the jars and things. But they're going to learn when they come up here, they're going to get a special treat. This is the next day, and this is what this is the vine garden and what it looks like. And the rain that we've had. Look where it's cut through the garden there. We did get one row of sweet potatoes planted. We got the flowers planted. We got a piece of a row right there. Let's see, another row goes right there. Down here, we skipped a row because these are pumpkins and they take up a lot of room. And then there's 2 rows of gem colored corn, jewel gem, something like that. And then we have a row of cantaloupes and watermelons, and then 2 rows of sunflowers. I got them in before the rain, but the rain may drown them or wash them out. But at least these plants will get started. And if I ever have a break, the only thing is, now that this has been worked up, if you go out there, you'll sink. That's why we were working so hard to get them in the ground. We got a little mud on us. We were actually planting them in the rain before the big rains came, and which is great for the plants. They're not going to get any sun damage or anything like that. They got plenty of time all week to put their roots down, and the seeds will puff up and bud, and we'll just keep an eye on all this. But this is what we got done yesterday, and this is what the rain that came after did. So we're going to be working on some drainage situations, because this water's not supposed to come through here. There's actually where I'm standing was a place that was plowed out that's been filled in. So we're going to be working on that. What have you got, girl? Go on, Molasses. I gotta look at this baby. I gotta look at this baby. Go on. Oh my goodness. Oh, the flies are just terrible. Good girl. Well, that baby will stay clean. What you doing, Georgie? You got a baby? All the mamas. Glim, Glim, where are you going? Where are you going, Glim, Glim? Glimmer's playing with the cat.
jealous.
Move.
Somebody's jealous. What are you doing? What are you doing, Glenn? What are you doing, Glenn? You gonna butt me, Glenn? You gonna butt me? You gonna butt me, Glenn?
And the cat. The cat had to come out here too.
Glimmer, what is that? That's your playmate. That's your sister. What do you think of your sister? What do you think? Huh?
Okay, Righteous, what's going on today?
Well, today we're going to try to get it where the water kind of runs off this better.
So it's been running that way.
We want it to run down our ditch right here, so we're going to try to see if we can get it to do any better.
What you got on your coat for?
It's cold.
What's the date?
That's the June 20th.
So late June.
Yeah.
In North Carolina, and he's got on his jacket. This like never happens. Never. We're usually having to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get out before the sun gets up because it is so hot. And this morning it's been raining now for 3 days. That's why we're doing the ditch today, is because the ground's soft. And he can dig a little bit between showers and we can see how we're doing. We'll be able to see it's just a river down through here. That's why there's no grass. And this is where I put my clippings and stuff to build the topsoil back up, because that's just where it's washed and there's no topsoil. So we're going to dig here now and start this little ditch. So it'll go down through there. There's a ditch all the way down there. And just get some of the water diverted, because it just washes the driveway and washes around through the pasture, where it can go down through there instead. So Righteous had to make him some rain to see how it's going. And it's going down the ditch. The ditch is deeper on down through there. You just can't see it because of the shrubbery and stuff. It may have to be just a little bit deeper, but it is catching it. And that other side where we've got the little hill, we're going to smooth that over real good so grass will grow on it. But still be able to drive over it. This is real hard. Once we got under the topsoil, it's just real hard clay, so we won't be bogging down in it. But it's running down through there just right. So I know it's going to rain today, so we'll see how it does when a big rain comes. Hey Miracle, what in the world are you doing? You never, ever do this time of year.
It's raining outside and I have nothing else better to do.
So farming's on hold right now.
Farming's on hold. Everybody's getting hay and water, and that's it. And you don't have to water them much because it's raining so much, it's practically filling up the water tubs for me. So, we're cleaning. I can't weed eat. You can't make hay, can't fence, can't do nothing. So we're cleaning the house.
And the house never is clean.
This clean at this time of the year because we're never inside.
The thing with farming is once it's spring and summer, the house starts to suffer. And things like washing windows does not get done because we're weeding or planting or doing hay or building fence. But because we can't do any of those things this week, we are cleaning, and she's making these windows look beautiful.